Plaintiff Ashley Bovine dated the defendant, despite the fact that Ashley doesn't consider herself to be a lesbian. Ashley says after they moved in together, she heard the defendant was addicted to prescription pills, and then her property started disappearing from their home. Ashley's suing her ex for stolen money. Defendant Rachel T. is shocked that Ashley doesn't consider herself to be a lesbian, considering they dated for nearly a year. Rachel admits that she used to be addicted to painkillers, but says she has been clean for 26 days. And Rachel insists she intended to repay Ashley.
Ma'am, you're suing your former lover for former mate, however you want to term it, for $570 for stolen money?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and the reason I say however you want to term it, because lover in many instances just means sex. And mate means there's something real about it. So which one was it?
We were dating.
All right, so that's your mate then if y'all were dating. All right. What do they call the booty calls are just lovers.
Oh, okay.
And it's just stop by the middle of the night. That's the only time you see them. And then they call at 2 a.m. after the club. And say, I'm headed there. Come there and you don't hear from them no more until one of those 2 o'clock after the club calls. It wasn't that one.
No, it was not that.
You all dated and were mates.
Yeah, we were dating.
All right. No 2 a.m. calls on the way from the club.
Not from the club.
How about you? No 2 a.m. calls?
No, sir.
On the way. All right. Well, this is a true, not lovers, you're mates. Or former. You messed that up. All right. Give me some background.
All right. Well, I just want to first off start by saying I don't consider myself a lesbian. I was trying something different, backfired. We worked together. She was a driver and I was a manager. We were just friends. We hung out one night after work and shortly after started dating. I was living with my grandma at the time and I was in a hurry to move out. So I asked her if she was okay with getting an apartment. 100% okay with that. So 2 months later, we moved in together and signed the lease. I occasionally let her use my card to go run errands for the house. I worked and had school, so I wasn't home a lot. But shortly after, I started realizing that money was missing out of my wallet, out of my bank account. Things around the house were missing. A lot more often than I want to admit. Pretty often. I heard rumors that she had a drug addiction with pills, and I heard rumors that she had stolen in the past with other people. She denied it. I trusted her.
What type of drugs did you hear?
Prescription pills.
Okay.
So.
To take you up or down?
I don't know. I don't have any experience with prescription pills.
All right, but when somebody comes to you and says your mate is on drugs, it might pay off to say what type of drugs.
Yeah.
Because you might want to get them some help. You might want to be able to approach them and say, hey, I hear you on Oxycontin.
Right.
And they say, no, absolutely not. And then you say, well, from what I understand, you sleep a lot on Oxycontin or you nod out a lot on Oxycontin. And I see you nodding out a lot. No, you don't see me nodding out. Yesterday you nodded out at the table. The day before that, you nodded out and so-and-so. You see what I'm getting at? Or if it's an upper, pills that are uppers, you say, I heard you were on so-and-so uppers. And they say, no, I'm not. She says, no, what are you talking about? Well, I don't know. You get fidgety all the time. You stay up all night, can't go to sleep. You're talking rapid pace. Your eyes get dilated. And I've seen that. I've seen that happen. You got me?
Yeah.
All right. Just trying to.
I told her several times, like, if you do have an addiction, we can work through it. Like, I can help you out. You know what I mean? But she refused to admit it, refused to admit to any of the missing property.
Plaintiff Ashley Bovine dated the defendant, and she claims after they moved in together, she discovered the defendant was addicted to painkillers.
Let me allow her to respond. Ma'am?
Your Honor, I just want to make it aware to you that she may say that she's not a lesbian. However, to be in a relationship with me for 9 months and almost a year and continuously tell me at this point, since I've been in a relationship with you, Rachel, I don't even look at guys. I don't find myself attracted to guys. I don't find any
Now, let me just state my opinion. I don't think me or anyone else is entitled to know what you do in your bedrooms. Don't think it. Don't think it. So, it's sex. So I don't care what type of sex you have behind your closed doors. Who cares? So I don't care if she's lesbian, gay, straight, bisexual. I don't care.
Okay.
I don't think anyone else should care. And I don't think anyone else should know your business. Now, if you just want folks to know that you're gay or homosexual or what have you, because you don't want to live a lie, you don't want people to think that you are one sexual orientation when you're another, because you got to lie to people, you got to pretend you're not this and pretend you're not that, then fine. That's when you perhaps want to say, hey, I'm gay, and don't treat me any other way. That's my opinion. So that means judge doesn't really care, and neither should other people. Let's talk about this dope. We're talking about all that. You dope fiend or not?
What's that?
Are you a dope fiend or not?
I used to be.
All right.
I was
Good to
addicted
you
to
and me.
painkillers, and I'm very open about that at this point.
Good.
I actually stated that to her on September 9th, 2012, that I was addicted to painkillers, and that I wish I would have went to her and asked her for help like she had asked me. With an addiction comes denial, and I was in denial to the fullest extent. Between being in denial and hiding it from everybody else, I especially hid it from her because I was deeply in love with her and didn't want to lose her because of an addiction. So with that being said, I have gone to treatment. I finished my treatment. I'm 26 days clean today. But after treatment, I'm in intensive outpatient treatment at this point, and continue to go to meetings every day and do the 12-step program of NA.
You work?
At this time, no. I just got out of treatment a week ago. Not right now.
What do you intend to do?
I intend to get a full-time job. I have a 1.5 years worth of an associate's degree in business management.
All right, good. Good enough. You have to have something to do with your time, some goals and aspirations in order to keep from being distracted back into a lifestyle of self-destruction. So
Absolutely.
Keep your eye on the prize and continue going for your treatment. Tell me about the stolen money you're suing for.
Well, in the spring, which is not when the incident happened, I went to the bank to withdraw my financial aid. I was told that there was no money in the account, that withdrawals had been made, and I explained to them I didn't make the withdrawals, and I didn't give anyone permission to make the withdrawals. They told me there was nothing they could do because it was withdrawn from an ATM and you have to have a PIN. And I do remember giving Rachel my PIN at the beginning of the relationship, so I told them, okay, that's my mistake, lesson learned, just go ahead and deactivate that card. They told me that they were going to send another one out to me. And I said, okay, that's fine. It was then that I told Rachel I wanted her to move out, that I was done dealing with it. She agreed to move out. I was going to move my mother in with me.
You wanted me to move out. It was a mutual agreement.
Ma'am. Go ahead.
My mother was going to move in with me.
She's not suing you about getting out. She's suing you about stealing the money. That's be
know,
prepared to answer that. Well, interrupt for that. Interrupt and say, I did not steal her money. Now, are you ready to interrupt for that?
No, I
All
did
right,
take her
then. Don't interrupt for anything else. Go ahead.
Okay. So they were supposed to have sent another card out to me, but I did not receive the card. So I didn't think anything of it. There was no money in the account. I was busy with schoolwork. Rachel was out of the house. I didn't think that there was a problem any longer. In September the 9th, we did talk on the phone, and she admitted to me that the entire time we were together, she was doing pills, and she had lied to me about it. And I said, okay, that's fine. It's in the past. You're being truthful now, which is a milestone for her. As long as you get the help that you need, move forward. 2 days later, after that phone call, I got an email from my financial aid that my financial aid had been released in my bank account. I didn't need the money at the time. I thought, money's in there, Rachel's gone,
She obviously went into your account again as she had in the past. Is that what you're getting to?
Right.
I wasn't worried about it. She stole how much from your account?
It was $570.
All right. And when you approached her about it, did she ever admit to it?
Yes, I have text messages.
Did she agree that she would repay you?
She did not.
She did not?
I did tell you I'd pay you back, and you told me that we were going to... Talk to me, ma'am.
Talk to me.
Plaintiff Ashley Bovine dated the defendant, and she claims after they moved in together, she discovered the defendant was addicted to painkillers.
What is it you want me to know?
She told me that when I told her I took the money, that it was... I had every intention of paying the money back to her. She told me, okay, we'll sit down and we'll make a plan. We'll make a payment plan to make those payments back to me in full. I said, okay, that's fine. She said, okay, come up with a plan and we'll sit down and we'll sign it and everything else. So I text her and tell her I have a plan. She's like, oh, I don't care about your plan. I have a better plan. You'll find out what it is. So I told her that as soon as I got a job, that I would start making those payments back to her. And that's at that point, she refused to allow me to make those payments.
So you agree you owe?
Yeah. I know.
So your only defense today is you can't afford to pay her yet.
Right. I don't have a job. You can't get blood out of a turnip.
I just want to know what you can do. I can.
Right.
I could. When I was your age, when I came off the street, I could. Yeah, you can mow lawns. You can clean windows. You can go and ask her how I can compensate you other than the $570, which I don't have. Can you knock half of it off if I clean your house or wash your cars or do whatever, give you a ride? There's something you can do. There's something you can do. And today you're going to pay her $570. She agrees that she owes you. Her only defense is that she can't afford it. $570, however you get it. Judgment for the plaintiff.
I don't have any hard feelings against her. I want to make the payments to her any way possible. I mean, I'd like to still be friends and just like we talked about previously.
It's really hard to trust somebody that lies to you the entire time you're with them, confesses to you, and then 2 days later does it again. I'm not going to expect you to pay. When you say you're going to pay it back, I'm not going to expect you to pay it back. I'm not going to believe a word that comes out of your mouth, and I still don't believe a word that comes out of her mouth. I still get lies from her to this day.
That's funny. You also tell me you love me with all your heart and want to be with me.
I definitely don't want to be with you, and I've never said that. I have not said I wanted to be with her. I have not said that. I don't want to be with her.